Oh, hello. Someone's a bit late. I mean, what's it been? 5, 6, 7 months? Jesus. I mean, yeah, I put in all this work, and you can't even show up on time. Honestly, you know what? Fine. You're here now. That's all that matters, right? Awesome. So, Comic-Con's a place. It's pretty cool. You know, you go there, buy stuff, cosplay. It's pretty neat. I'm sure you've heard of it in your time. Anyway, obviously, I felt like going there, so you know, it's been a while since I've made a superhero costume, so let's make a Deadpool suit. Why not? Okay, first things first, we have the fabric. As you can see, I've got this sort of nice red lycra stuff, and I've also got this black rib stuff. I don't know what it's made from, but it's pretty neat. Since I've never made a bodysuit before, I'm gonna need to make a pattern, so I'm just gonna steal that from this old Spider-Man suit. But look, it's not really theft, as long as you don't tell anyone about it, so just, you know, keep quiet, yeah? Anywho, the next step is to cut the pattern out of all of its respective fabrics, and yeah, that's what we're doing. And now that everything's all been cut out, the next step is to obviously start sewing it all together. And just add a little bit of extra spice. I'm going to try and layer the panels on top of each other, add a little bit of extra texture, I guess. And with everything mostly assembled, I decided to finally try it on to make sure it all fit, and thankfully it did, because I'm all out of red, so if it didn't, I wouldn't be able to fix it. So, you know, little crisis averted. So after actually sewing everything together, I cut up some 4-way stretch pleather panels and just added them to the upper part of the body, because why not? And it should hopefully add a little bit of extra definition to the black parts, because from a distance they sort of just blend. And to finish up the base of the suit, I moved on to the mask. Since the eyes of the mask are pretty small, it's pretty hard to see out of them, so I decided to go the extra mile and make them magnetic. And once the superglue had dried, I started covering them in some leftover pleather using the same technique that I used to cover up the Springtrap suit and my face. And after a little bit of cleanup, they're looking pretty good. Now, normally when I make masks, I like to try and avoid using face shells because they're just really easy to mess up. But for whatever reason, I just can't get the mask to look good without one, so here we go. Also, I added the whites to the eyes. I don't know if you noticed that. And here we go, the base of the suit is done. It's not my best work, but I'm happy enough with it. But obviously the suit's kind of boring looking at the moment, so let's go make some of the accessories, shall we? Well, surprisingly, I started by painting everything black. However, I did shake things up a little bit by painting a few bits with a slightly shinier black. Once all the paint had dried, I then wrapped the sword handles in some electrical tape, which turned out looking quite nice, can't complain. And since we're on the swords, we might as well stick to them, which I did by adding a few coats of red paint to the sort of main body bit. And then I also added some white as well. And to stop the pack from sticking like Velcro to the suit and messing up all the fabric, I used some Mod Podge and just glued on a piece of fabric. It also just saves a whole bunch of sanding time as well. Then after that I just filled in these bits with some pleather. And then once all of that had dried, I glued the whole thing together. And if you do everything right, you should just be able to pull the blades out no problem. Now, we wouldn't be making Ninja Spider-Man if we didn't make ourselves some nice bubble blowers. And, as you've noticed, I've painted them the same colors as the suit. And I've just gotta say, good job, you're pretty smart. I also printed out and made up some holsters for them, but I forgot to add a hole, so yeah, there we go. There we go, that's the final suit, and just in time too. Now, I didn't happen to take any photos whilst I was at Comic-Con, but I did end up in the background of this guy's vlog, so that's your proof that I'm not being sarcastic right now. But anyway, there we go. The suit is done now, and I'm pretty happy with it. Again, it's not the best thing I've made. The face shell sort of makes the head a little bit more square than I'd like, but I can't really be bothered making another one, so oh well. Oh, and I also made a belt. Apparently I forgot to record that bit, but I made a belt. It's got some pouches. They're like pockets. I got this one for my wallet. Fits it quite nice, easy to get in and out of. Yeah, definitely an A+ from me. And a little bit of lore, but I'm usually the type of person to only wear a cosplay maybe once or twice. But the best part about a Deadpool suit is you can kind of just switch around all the accessories, and you've got like a bunch of different cosplays. I mean, for example, you've got sexy Deadpool, French maid DP, and my personal favorite, naked Deadpool.